There we go. Living connected. It's imperative that we live connected. We have to live connected. Now here's the reality. What you're connected to produces something in life. So this is what they say. They say you can take the guy out of the hood, but you can't take the... That's only if you remain connected to it. Because if you remain connected to the hood, it produces hood tendencies. The question becomes, if we're connected to God, it should connect God-like living. Many of us are connected, but the question is, are we connected to God? So living connected to God in worship. The first place that we have to be connected is we have to be connected to God in worship. And that's a larger sense of a gathering. We have to be connected to God in worship. Watch this. Worship, by definition, is an outward expression of what you believe something is worth. So the problem becomes that we think worship is now relegated to a few songs we sing before service. But worship is an outward expression of what we believe something is worth. And if we believe God is worth something, then our constant outward expression would dictate to him what we believe he's worth. It's called lifestyle. Our lifestyle reflects to God what we believe he's worth. And watch this. We change our lifestyle based on what we believe he's worth. Connected to God in worship. It's a larger sense. It's a meet with God environment. And so we've come up with a meet God experience that is tailor-made, that is geared towards people who don't even go to church. Our connected to God in worship, this experience is designed for people who don't go to church. Let me get Mark chapter 3, starting at verse 13. I'm going to read through it all real, and then I'm going to come back and unpack it. Watch this. Now, Jesus is just coming from an extremely large meeting where he was teaching. And this is what happens in Mark 3:13. Jesus went up on a mountainside and he called to him those he wanted, and they came to him. He appointed 12 that they might be with him and that he might send them out to preach and to have authority to drive out demons. That's enough. That's enough. We're going to unpack that. We're going to unpack that as it relates to the values in which it takes to change a generation and to get them to live out, empower them to reach their destiny. So watch this. Jesus calls a large gathering. Now, this is what I need you to understand. In that large gathering is everybody. Everybody there. The robber, the murderer, the swindler, the pickpocket. Everybody is in the larger sense of the gathering. Now, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Sorry if I hurt your religious sensibility. We have a tendency to want to pick and choose who comes to the gathering. Okay, like we're okay with certain folk. So if an alcoholic comes to the gathering, you know, we'll pray for him. But the crackhead, not too sure if we want, because he might dip in the offering. Okay, that ain't us. How about this one? We're okay with the brother or the sister who says that they've fallen into fornication, but we're not so good with the brother or the sister who has same-sex attraction. And here's the reality. Here's the reality. Whether it's same sex or opposite sex, if you're both handling the sex wrong, God sees you the same. Because the Bible says that all unrighteousness is sin. Okay. So everybody. So we've created a larger gathering where everybody can come. Because cornrows can't go to every service, but they sure enough are welcome here. Tattoos aren't welcome at every service, but they sure are welcome here. Keisha baby daddy ain't welcome at everybody's service, but they sure are welcome here. We want everybody who feels like an outsider to feel like they're welcome, not only welcome, but wanted here at Destiny, because Jesus opened up the gathering for everybody. For everybody. And we're geared towards the unchurched. People who don't even go, don't even want to go. And watch this. And what I also call the underchurch. People who go but don't get nothing out of going. Because the larger gathering is geared for two things. It's to worship God and to get instruction on how to live for God. And just because you come to worship God don't mean you live with something that helps you, empower you to live for God. All over the country, right about now, there are people who are shouting and are excited about getting something from God, but not necessarily living for Him.